Hey, look, guys, we got another one coming in hot from the critical drinker. My God, it's nothing but facts. 100,000% of the time, speaks his mind. I like the guy. Now, the Barbie movie. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't understand the hype. I don't get why everybody's talking about it. Nobody cares. I didn't even hear about it until when it hit the theaters. I don't I don't care. I haven't watched it. Why? I don't know. But I'm here to see what the critical drinker has to say about it. It's maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe this is the greatest thing ever. The Barbie movie, man. I don't know, dude. Let's get into it. I also am gonna have a Secret Invasion review coming up very soon for you guys. There's a lot of videos that I'm behind on the drinker. I gotta get caught up. But we're doing this one for now. The reason I'm doing it because I know he's gonna spoil things about the movie, but I know that I'm never gonna watch this movie. If I maintain myself being in my right mind, I'm never gonna watch this movie. I can tell you that for a fact. But let's see what the critical drinker has to say about it, okay, guys? But before we get into that, please, I would very much appreciate it if each of you would like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of my future videos, and you'll always be up to date on everything that I'm dropping. If you like me, you like my personality, if you like my opinions, everything that I have to say, or anything that I like to say, or if you just hate me, if you just hate on my black ass, I don't care, man. Just stick around and find something to like about it. You feel me? If you like to hate on me, then that's cool with me, man. Somebody has to take it. Somebody has to take the heat out here, man. Okay, let me just get into the video because you know I'm a ramble. I'm gonna keep talking if I let myself, so I'm not. Let's stop.
Now, before I dive into this review properly, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the hard work and genius PR campaign of the Warner Brothers marketing department. You guys really pulled off a miracle with this one, successfully duping all of us, including me, into believing that Barbie was going to be just another colourful, light-hearted, easygoing family comedy with some cheeky, self-aware humour, ironic meta gags, and probably capped off with a blandly inoffensive female empowerment message about girls learning the value of their own potential. What none of us expected was 114 minutes of spiteful, bitter, mean-spirited, borderline unhinged hatred of men and everything even vaguely associated with them. Barbie is like the deformed,
Yeah.
mutated rage child of Captain Marvel, Ghostbusters 2016, and
Yo.
She-Hulk.
Oh my God. This sounds worse than I thought, man. Oh man, now it makes me wish that I had watched it because if I did and it's as bad as he says, I would be going in right now. I might stop this video, watch the movie. I'm not going to pay for it. I'm going to find alternatives. But not at the theater. I'm going to find some alternatives. But and then come back just so I can shit on the movie, dude. That's what I'm thinking, man. That's what I'm seriously thinking about. Because if it's that bad, I don't know. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna finish the reaction, and then you guys can let me know in the comments if you really want to see me. Because I will go in on this movie, dude. If it's as bad as he's saying, like She-Hulk levels, like Captain Marvel. What was the other thing he said? I don't even remember. She-Hulk is bad enough. Like that trumps everything, dude. If it's like if it's like that bad for the whole movie, I will go in on this movie so hard, dude. Oh my god. Let me know. Let me know in the comments if you really if you genuinely want to see me, if you want to torture me and make me watch that movie. Oh god, because I will go in on it, dude. I will roast the hell out of that movie if it's as bad as he's saying. Let me know in the comments below. I read all my comments, by the way. Gosh. I mean, yeah, let's see, man. Let's see what the drinker has to say about it. That's already really all I need to know though, right there. Holy crap. This man said She-Hulk. Oh man. Gosh. But yeah, that's kind of what I expected from this movie. Like it come on. It's a any movie the more female it is by nature, the more like just woke it will be by default. The more woke that they will make it by default because they have more of an excuse when it's already like a female situation. They have even more of an excuse to go crazy woke with everything, right? So, like we take something like Barbie, it's already super like girly. So they just lean even harder because they already shove it in everything anyways, but if you give them a reason to, they'll do even worse. So it's like the fact, like when I first heard of this movie, I was like, a Barbie movie in 2023. My head hurts, and it seems like I was right to have that reaction. So yeah, let's get back into the video. My bad for pausing. I'm gonna keep the pausing to a minimum. I'm not gonna have much to say anyway because I didn't even see the movie. So
Oh, I'm an expert at controlling my anger because I do it.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
It is pure brain cancer in movie form, and I was genuinely shocked by the
that's
sheer,
perfect. That
undisguised
was
contempt
perfect.
this film has towards 50% of the human population. Watching this film was one of the most miserable, demoralizing, unpleasant
Oh
experiences
my
I've ever had as a
god.
movie critic, and genuinely made me question where our society is heading. But the review must be done, and you know what Jack Burton always says at a time.
Did that dude just walk up and slap her butt for no reason and then she punched him in the face and he like "Eh." Dude, I like oh man, is it really like just looking at the clips and listening to his description of it, it's just so demoralizing. Why are we here? Why are we here, man? How did we get here? Well, that's another topic. That's another subject for another day. That's like a whole deeper into that's like I plan to do videos where I dive in to the deeper machinations of human perception and these agendas and all the stuff with the movies and how we ended up in this place. I have plans to talk about all of that stuff, but another time, another day. But this is just like, yeah, I don't even. I'll still watch it if you guys really want me to, but the worse it is, the worse I'm gonna go. I'm telling you, I will rant. It will, if I have to watch this movie, I will rant to an insane degree. Should I put like a likes? Okay, let's say this 100 likes. 100 likes on this video, and I'll watch this movie, dude. I don't want to have to watch this movie. 100 likes on this video, I will watch this movie, and you guys will hear my fury and hear my wrath. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be bad. I can tell you right now, man. Okay, I'm sorry for pausing it again so fast. My
I'm
bad.
like this.
Old Jack always says, what the hell?
The movie begins with a rip-off Homage to 2001 A Space Odyssey, where little girls discover Barbie for the first time and gleefully cast off their boring and oppressive baby dolls in an orgy of violence and destruction. And if the visual metaphor of little girls happily destroying the embodiment of motherhood to focus their lives instead on a shallow and materialistic piece of consumerist trash is lost on you, then I don't know what to say, man, but you're probably the target audience for this movie. Anyway, the film explains that all the Barbie and Ken dolls live together in Barbie Land, a kind of magical counterpart to the real world, which is portrayed as a peaceful feminist utopia where all the important jobs are done by the Barbies and the Kens just kind of exist. They've got no inherent value, they contribute nothing, they have no power or say in how their society is run, and they're basically looked down on as a bit silly and irrelevant by the Barbies. Oh my goodness, what could the writers possibly be trying to tell us about their views on men? Anyway, this is where we meet stereotypical Barbie, who's busy living her best life, partying with her friends and treating her boyfriend stereotypical Ken like absolute dog shit. Who's the hero of this thing again? Anyway, things suddenly change when Barbie starts experiencing emotional changes and physical flaws like flat feet and cellulites. See, because Barbie world is a reflection of the real world, the Barbie's appearances change depending on how their real life owner.
Are we really gonna get into that? Are they going where I think they're going with this? Are we? Oh man, dude, gosh. Go check out my reaction to the Critical Drinkers why modern movies suck part. I forgot what is it, like part 8 or something, and it's the strong female whatever. Like a lot of this I talk about a lot of this stuff in that video too. And the drinker talks about it as well, but better because he's that's what he does. He drinks and he talks well and says things. Oh man, this is
Plays with them. Wait, what? Do you have any idea how many Barbie dolls must get broken, or thrown in trash compactors, or set on fire, or eaten by family pets every single day? Then the place would look like the Omaha Beach scene from Saving Private Ryan. At any moment, Barbies could suddenly get torn apart, or melted, or crushed right in front of their friends' eyes. Jesus, that's like a horrific existential nightmare. But I guess you're not supposed to think too much about that. Internal consistency in a movie like Barbie is rarer than a mainstream media outlet willing to give this movie an honest review. So the only solution is for Barbie to journey into the real world, find the girl who plays with her, and get her to be happy again. And Ken tags along for the ride because he's got nothing better to do than simp for Barbie. Unfortunately, the real world turns out to be an oppressive, patriarchal hellscape that's utterly dominated by men. Like, one guy literally walks up to Barbie and slaps her in the ass in the middle of a crowded boardwalk in broad daylight
does
in front
that,
of her
man?
boyfriends.
And
Now,
see,
you
this
might
is the
think that
thing.
this
Something like that would be cool in like a comedy, like that's like, or something stupid. Like, and the movie knows that it's stupid, right? But I have a feeling. I bet you they actually played that out as if it was like something that actually makes sense and actually happens in the real world. Seriously, like I bet that that's actually how they did it. That's the problem with these people. Like they don't have any self awareness. They're just stupid. It's one thing if it was just like like I guarantee you it wasn't like this movie isn't like a hard like a comedy like hardcore comedy movie where it's just something that's just stupid and supposed to be like funny. No, I guarantee you like they played that out as if it was like this is reality. This is what life is. This is this happens. That doesn't happen. Nobody does that. Nobody ever in my life have I ever seen just walk up to a random whatever.
This would afford the writers a chance to demonstrate a little bit of nuance in their storytelling, maybe portray the real world as both good and bad, in sharp contrast to the simplistic, idyllic innocence of Barbie worlds. Kind of like in Enchanted, where the protagonist gets taken out of her cartoon homeworld and has to learn to navigate the complexities and difficulties of real life, ultimately growing and maturing as a person along the way. But then again, that movie actually had a likeable main character, a decent story, and wasn't written by people who despised half the human population. But nope, the real world and all the men in it are shown to be universally, irredeemably horrible. Because of course they are. Anyway, Barbie eventually finds the kid who
God.
plays with her, who turns out to be an asshole communist activist feminist that I think the movie wants us to empathise with, but fuck me, for the life of me I could not tell you why. Ken, on the other hand, discovers the patriarchy is very much to his liking, mainly because for the first time in his entire life, people actually show him basic respect and human decency. You know, sometimes I get the impression this film isn't saying what the filmmakers think it's saying. So when Barbie
That's what I'm talking about. No self-awareness. It's like they're so deluded. They're so deluded that they don't even know how stupid they are. Like, because half of the time, like, they're not even good at, like if you're trying to make it look a certain way, you're actually like again, like back to the WandaVision example, like how they're trying to make Wanda like some kind of victim, right? And like the chick, never mind, dude. This is just so. Maybe it's because I'm tired. Maybe it's because I'm like, I don't know. It's just I'm so sick of this kind of stuff, man. And it's like I'm just saying the same thing over and over again. And it's like, is there even any hope? Is there any hope left for American cinema, for Hollywood? Is there any, I watch Young Ripper. I watch him sometimes. I mean, I used to watch him a lot. I don't really watch him too much anymore. Not for any particular reason. I just don't watch that many videos those types of videos anymore. But he used to always say like the pendulum always swings back. He used to say that all the time. I wonder if that's what's gonna happen. Some part of me just thinks it's just gonna go further in this direction and never turn back. But I would like for the pendulum to just swing back. You know what would be nice if it just stayed in the middle for once, man. That is like, man, whatever, dude.
eventually returns to Barbie Land, she discovers to her horror that Ken has brought the patriarchy back with him and turned the whole place into a giant frat party in the space of like a day. Finally, a plot event I can get behind. It's kind of funny though, because it did make me question how the supposedly intelligent, empowered, and self-confident Barbies were so easily subjugated by Ken and the others. This is the kind of awkward little paradox that keeps coming up when you try to constantly portray women as strong, empowered, infallible, kick-ass girl bosses who can do anything and beat anyone, but you also need them to be helpless, oppressed victims of male domination. You can't have your cake and eat it. Not to
Yeah.
worry though, because Barbie uses her
It's
newfound
like
powers
it's
of
so
feminism to
stupid.
free the other Barbies from
There's
the
so
evil.
many holes that can be poked in like this whole woke thing that they do. Like there's so many holes that are so easy to poke in it. It's just so stupid. Like this is just it just comes down to it's just virtue signaling. That's what it is. It doesn't mean anything. It's worthless. A virtue signal is worth me like spitting in your face and telling you it's virtue signaling is people pissing on you and telling you it's raining. That's what it is. That's what virtue signaling is. That's what it's always has. That's what it comes down to. It's just stupid. It doesn't make. It's meaningless. It's worthless. It doesn't make any sense, and it's so freaking stupid. Like under the smallest amount of scrutiny, it just falls to pieces. Even without it's just stupid anyway. I like, man, dude.
Ken's oppression, and because they're all dumb as fuck, she's able to trick them into fighting each other until eventually they just give up and surrender. Now, you might think that after all these wild swings between male and female domination, the logical way forward would be for Barbie Land to adopt a more equal system where both sides are given power and respect. Perhaps teaching the audience that for all our differences, men and women are both pretty awesome, and maybe we'd do well to work together.
You can't teach people that, though. You can't teach people that because you have to teach people. You can't teach people anything that could possibly be sane. Like, what are you thinking? You can't do that. This is Hollywood. This is modern Hollywood ran by a bunch of maniacs. You have to teach people that you're freaking insane. Like, which, like, this is what feminism has become, dude.
Instead of unfairly elevating one group above the other. But nope, the Barbies go right back to being in charge of everything again, and the Kens slide back into a meaningless, depressing existence of being irrelevant second-class citizens. And that,
Yeah.
I think, is supposed to be a happy ending?
Fuck.
Honestly, I'm struggling to find the right words to properly express just how monumentally awful this film is. It's like a serial killer dressed in a Pikachu outfit. Superficially, it might look bright and cheerful and cute, but beneath the appealing facade, there's something genuinely horrible and sinister. This is a movie made by people who utterly despise men and masculinity, or any kind of traditional gender roles of any kind, and make absolutely no attempt to hide it. So you're a woman who wants to be a mother, or
Here's what I want to know. What happened? I'm about to do it, man. I'm about to get into it. What happened in your life? This is to all these writers and all the people who support this kind of stuff. What happened in your life where it was like so bad, right? That you felt like I have to turn around and go this far in the opposite direction. That I have to reject everything that even remotely resembles a gender role. Even though gender roles, they work and they make sense, most of them that I can think of. Unless there's some that I don't know about. I don't freaking know. What made you decide? What happened in your life where you're just like, I have to not only abandon it, but I have to do everything in my power to run from any semblance of something even close to a gender role or even close to being a woman. I have to be the exact opposite of everything and reverse everything. And not only that, but not only do you want to live your life like that, but you also want to spread it. What happened in your life that sets you on this kind of mission, right? That sets you down this path of like unhinged, unforgiving, unrelenting, and just just bizarre path. Like what what happened? That's what I want to know. I mean, I have guesses, you know, strict parents, right? Maybe you can't. I'm not even gonna dig into it. Maybe I'm going too far, but that's what I be thinking. Like, what happened? Where it's like, where's the balance? You're supposed to, when something bad happens to your life, you're supposed to take it, and you're supposed to be like, okay, yeah, that was messed up. You're supposed to live your life in a way that um that is healthy for you and others around. Like, I don't understand how you take like something that happens to you and then you let that trauma define your whole life and your whole existence, right? And then you do everything you can, living every single day of your life running from that thing, and then you let the worst aspects of you let the worst aspects of yourself that all of us humans possess be pulled out of you, because that's what fear does. It kind of, it seeps into every aspect of your life, and it pulls out the worst in everything. And then you want to spread that because you live your life controlled by that, like that fear of not being independent enough, not being a strong enough woman, or whatever it is, or being oppressed because maybe once something happened to you or someone that was oppressive for real, and now you live your whole life like too far in you, like once you go too far in the other direction, you're doing the same thing, that, right? Like it's like the two sides of a same it's there's two sides to every coin, man. There's two sides to every pancake. And if the pancake is like it- I'm getting too philosophical out here, man. I'm getting too deep for this video. I'm getting too deep for these people, man. But I don't know. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. I'm kind of like, I'm not even. I'm sorry. I don't know. I just be thinking that stuff sometimes. Like, what happened, man? Why? Like, what is it that keeps you from like pulling back and like attaining some sort of sanity and saying, no, wait, hold on, this is too far. What am I thinking? No, like that's no. What am I like? Where's the part of your brain that's not like? I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with like exploitation and virtue signaling and money and a lot of other things that I can get into. But I'm not trying to make this video is probably already long enough. Holy crap! I keep pausing it. I'm sorry, man.
Or a homemaker? Screw you, fascists! You're a man who wants to be assertive, ambitious, confident, and successful? Well, that clearly makes you a misogynist, don't you know?
Yep,
It's
you're
so
downright
fucking
evil,
divisive
bro.
and
You're
unnecessary.
downright.
It's
You're
like
the
they had a
scum of
perfect
the earth,
opportunity to
man.
unify audiences behind a
Because
simple
some chick
message of
had like some
reconciliation
daddy
and
issues
equal
when she was
opportunity, but they just couldn't help
12.
themselves. They were so filled with rage and hatred and bitterness that it just had to come spewing out onto the screen. As far as this film's
Sounds like
concerned,
Velma.
women are simply amazing, and men and everything they do are utterly irredeemably shit. They might be grudgingly tolerated provided they play by the rules, but they have no inherent value and can never be trusted with any kind of power or responsibility.
That's what it's like. That's what it's like in modern Hollywood. If you're a man in like any of these movies, it's like if you kiss their butt cheeks, if you don't, if you're just a complete like, if you're just a worthless, if you kiss up to them and like do nothing but become a slave for them, then maybe you can be allowed to exist, and you're like in crazy feminist SJW movie world.
And the only way to guarantee a peaceful and harmonious society is for women to be put in charge of everything and men to be docile, powerless servants who exist only to please them.
Not a great plan.
Wow, what an inspiring message for impressionable young girls. The thing is, none of this would have been quite so insidious if the marketing hadn't done everything in its power to keep it a secret. I mean, for all their faults, She-Hulk, Ghostbusters 2016 and Captain Marvel all wore their feminist hearts on their sleeves. You knew exactly what you were getting into when you went to see them. But Barbie really is a wolf in sheep's clothing, tricking people into watching it by promising one thing and delivering something very different. And I guess that's the thing that really struck struck me about this film. A lot of parents will have been duped into taking their daughters along to watch
Mm.
this movie, probably expecting the kind of breezy, colourful,
Oh,
family friendly movie
yeah.
that was advertised, only to
Yeah,
find
that's
themselves confronted
bad,
with this
dude.
spiteful, bitter, mean spirited pile of misandrous dog shit instead. And I can't help but wonder how many future man hating psychopaths are going to be created because of this film. It's not very often that I say this in my
Yeah,
reviews,
dude.
but if
This
you're a
is
parent and you're thinking about taking your kids along to see Barbie, then the drinker recommends you skip this one and do literally anything else with them. Believe me, you'll
yeah,
thank
that's
me
not even
later.
good.
Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Go away now.
That's not even good. See, this one was a depressing one, man. Like because this is like dude, like I like you always get these people that think that like wokeness is just gonna disappear one day in the movies and stuff. We're only going further into like Hollywood. It's either they don't care, they don't know, or they're just stupid. I don't know which one it is, but it doesn't matter. They've made it clear that they're not going back on this whole woke thing. And yeah, every once in a while you get a banger of a movie that's not woke or like minimalistically woke, you know. But outside of that, it's like just woke. And I think um and this is just disgusting. You know why? Because parents are going to want to take their kids to go see this. This is a kids thing. They're going to take their little girls to see this movie. And like you know how infected our youth already is with all of this stuff that they got going. Honestly, I think it's too late. I mean, it's definitely too late. Like this has been going on since like probably like 2015, 16. I feel like that's around when it started, you know. And it's just been getting worse and worse and worse. And the last probably like 2019, 2020 is when it, I would say 2019 when it really got started getting like insane. Like it's just insane, bro. Like, and there are kids who there's gonna be an entire generation of girls and boys that are affected by this. Because this actually affects the way that your kids grow up and see reality and all these things. This is legitimately affecting the future, and these kids are going to grow into adults one day and they're going to run the world into the ground. It's going to be like you see how crazy it is today, and these people didn't even grow up with this level of like wokeness. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna end up in a civil war. It's gonna be the non-woke people versus the woke people. We're gonna have to go to war. This is how it's gonna have to be. We're gonna have to fight it out, see who wins for the fight for humanity. Save human. But yeah, stupid Barbie movie. I don't care, dude. I didn't care when I first heard of it. I don't care now. The only difference is after watching this, I'm just more depressed about it. So there's what I think of it. If you want me to watch it, I promise you, I will tear this thing to shreds, piece by piece, bit by bit. It will be, uh, uh it, 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 it will be diabolical what I do to this film if I watch it. Which I'm not gonna. Only way I'm gonna watch it, you guys gotta get this video to 100 likes. 100 likes and I'll go and watch it, dude. I'll go and watch it and I will tear it to shreds in a video for you guys. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, tell me what you think of the movie. If there's any like deep thoughts that you have on anything that I've said in the video, I'm sorry for being so long-winded with this. I just have a lot of passionate thoughts about these things, and I ramble sometimes, and I try to make it concise and fast and make it get to the point, but also get like my thoughts out there because I think I have a lot of things in my head that need to be said, man. That's why I have this channel for, guys. So thank you so much. If you like my personality, if you like the things that I have to say, even if you don't like me, if you just like watching me, like, just, I don't know, get pissed off about woke stuff, then consider joining me here on the channel. Hit the like button, subscribe, check out some of my other videos, and I thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of you guys, man. Thank you so much. I can't tell you enough. And I will see you, all of you, in the next video. Peace.
Right, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.